Have you ever wondered how Venice moves around?
Taxis, buses, ambulances, how do they do it? For some of them today we're going to find answers. Let's go and check it out.
Let's go.
So we're now just about to meet Marco, the president of Croce Rossa Italiana.
We are very excited because we're going to see today how an hydro ambulance works, right?
Yes.
So
we have no clue
No
how
clue
this
at all.
goes at all. We don't know what we're about to do. We're going to find out together.
today, yes, let's go.
Behind this white boring wall, there is something very exciting. So we're finally getting to see the hydro ambulance.
So excited.
And
I'm so excited.
we can sneak a peek now. They're waiting for us as well, so we should kind of hurry up. But oh wow.
Quite like it in here. That must be though because I'm not a patient. When the patient finally gets loaded onto the hydro ambulance, these doors get closed. That way he doesn't get any drafts or any air. It's a bumpy ride on the hydro ambulance. So they try and stabilize the patient for as much as possible and make him as comfortable as possible. Again, this room is cramped with people. We got the pilot at the front, just making sure that the route is clear. They don't really have to look out for traffic though. That's not the problem here in Venice. The tide is the problem. Sometimes, because the tide has got too high, they might have to reroute the whole route to get to their destination because a canal might be too full with water for them to actually go underneath it. And that's just bad too.
So what we're seeing right now is actually a simulation on how a patient would get loaded off the boat. Of course, this is a very sensitive process, so it has to be carried out very carefully, and the patient will be carefully brought now to the ground ambulance. Now here he will be switched off to the stretcher. This is also a very sensitive process that has specific protocols. Now the patient will be tied very stable on the stretcher, so he doesn't move while he's driving around. And from here there, by just pushing inside the roller of the stretcher, the patient is loaded on the ground ambulance.
And well, now that the acting patient has been loaded onto the ground ambulance, Marco was kind enough to let us hop onto the hydro ambulance with him. He's gonna take us on a little trip here on the canals of Venice, and maybe we're gonna get to see just how fast they can actually go. And did you know the hydro ambulances can actually reach a speed of 100 kilometers per hour? Thank goodness that these drivers are extremely trained. This, well, awfully bumpy ride feels quite nice, I have to say. I'm totally not scared of being on boats, totally not.
So we saw how the hydro ambulance works, rescuing the people, but that's not the only thing that Croce Rossa Venezia does.
And actually, yeah, we've been able to see the warehouse where they keep the food that it's given by government fundings. They work together with the European Union to help those in need. So we can see that they get their food stored, and that's not the only thing. They also help with clothes, basic health care. They're amazing, and we're glad to have them as our partners. As As you may already know, everything in Venice moves by boat, even trash. Let's see how.
What should we do now, Mike?
Well, we could pretend that we go home, or we can have some fun in Venice,
We
right?
should have some fun in Venice. I agree, let's go have some fun in
Let's
Venice.
go, let's
All right.
go.
Well, bye. Ciao.
Bye, guys.